We did come home to a trail of those doggone cutter ants all the way over there. Completely got a rose bush. It's just... Good morning, guys. It's good to be back home. We've been gone for a week. My wife and I went to Disney for her, she had a work conference thing there, some kind of Disney perfect experience or something like that. They get to go behind the scenes and do some kind of fun stuff, I guess. Got to go to Epcot and some other things. Tell you what though, October is not the time to go. We went into Magic Kingdom on Wednesday night, and it was just ridiculous. If you like crowds and you don't mind, you know, like a concert type thing, it's like a mosh pit, man. It was just like, you know, couldn't even move. People bumping into each other, people with strollers just using their stroller and their kid as a snowplow or something, trying to get through. But even that wasn't working. You just couldn't go anywhere. They finally opened up like one of the restaurant walkways, and you could kind of go around that way if you weren't going to stay for the fireworks and stuff. But even just when we first got there about 5 o'clock after she was done, well, I guess it was probably closer to 6:30 or so, but it's just people everywhere. I've been before for my old job. We went 3 times for the graduation, and that was always in February. That seems to be a pretty good time to go. There's probably 50% less, if not even more than that, in February. So, but it's good to be back. We're just kind of hanging out today. My wife's been out here in her garden a little bit, you know, kind of just checking everything out. A couple of things got on there, couple grasshoppers or something probably, but everything looks pretty good. So she's up there picking weeds and stuff like she always does. And then we did come home to a trail of those doggone cutter ants all the way over there. Completely got a rose bush. It's just bare, nothing, not a leaf on it. So that's probably gonna die. And those things are, they'll tell you one night, you'll wake up one night, go to bed, I guess not wake up, you'll go to bed one night and you'll have a nice pretty rose bush. You'll wake up the next morning and that whole colony just will take that whole thing down. We found one of the best ways is the ant block, but you have to find the hole where they're going into. So you follow the trail all the way back to the hole. One time we had some getting our peas in one of these rows right here, and it went all the way back. And I actually found the hole that they were coming from. The trail went all the way along here, all the way over there, went around that tree. The chicken coop wasn't there at that time. And then it went all the way over there where the rabbits are now. That's where the trail was following, all the way from the garden down here. So, but if you can find that, if you can find the hole and then put the ant block right around the hole, they'll take that down and it gets on the fungus and stuff, and that works pretty well. The second thing that my wife found one night, she was mad. I think this was last year actually, and they got something, one of her hibiscus or something, I don't remember. So the only thing we had was some can of spray, Red Raid ant and roach killer for the house, and she went out there and sprayed that whole line. They never came back. That actually worked. I don't know if they carried it back, you know, the ones that made it back in, because they'll sit here. I have a picture I'll show you here in a second, but they'll kind of, it just takes them a little while, you know, just like they do in the house when you spray them, but it actually works pretty good. So this time we put some on the hole that we found, and then also sprayed the whole line all the way back, and got rid of them. So hopefully they won't be back and finish off that plant. I don't even know what it's called, but so yeah, that's all we're doing today is hanging out. I'm finished up some videos when I was in the hotel. I got 3 of them done. I'm almost finished with the barbecue table, picnic table / barbecue table. You can make it whatever you want, or maybe if you don't want a barbecue pit thing in the middle. The way I made this one was very simple. You could just put a, you know, a planter or something in it for ice, you know, a bucket, a galvanized bucket for some ice, and use it as a cooler table and just party table. But it turned out to be a really nice picnic table. Today I'll probably start working on that pallet table that I showed you last week. I'll probably at least get it glued up and squeezed together so that I can get that done, and then I'll kind of decide the frame after I know how my longest piece, like I said last week, you know, I just used all the 2x4 pieces, so I need to figure out which one's the longest so that I'll know how big to make the table. And then I also came home and broken sink, so got to fix that. Like I said, you know, last week, is every time you take one thing off the list, which was all my videos that I needed to catch up on, you add more, right? So you never, your list is like never ending. It's kind of like Santa Claus. It just never ends, right? It's always growing and rolling, and you know, if you could roll it out, it'd roll across the floor or something. But so yeah, I got to do that. Also, I noticed some tubing, pipe or whatever in the driveway, so I think maybe my son picked up some scraps, so hopefully I can figure out something to do with that. I'm always looking for little scraps for, you know, braces or whatever, but there might even be enough there to actually make like a, I don't know, a little coffee table, or maybe I can use it for the legs for the pallet table, give it some dimension with round and square, so we'll see. But anyway, you know, just always get outside, do something, work around. Today we're gonna play in the garden and the yard and just kind of relax, and of course we've been relaxing for a week, but hey, who doesn't want to relax? So anyway, that's all. So as always, you know, stay tuned for all the videos and everything. Leave comments on things that, you know, you do around your house on the weekends, and as always, we'll catch you in the next video.